Relationship Gist on VOS TV. I'm Blessing Raji, and on today's episode, we shall be focusing on joint accounts. Should couple have a joint account? And here in the studio, I have my colleague with me, Ijoma Iwuchukwu.
Hello, people.
Hi there.
How are you?
Okay, focusing on this topic, we have a case of a woman who shared with us her experience in her marital life. She said her own case happens to be different because she doesn't have a joint account, but her husband always monitors how money comes into her account. As the case may be, she said her children lives abroad, her family are abroad, but in her own case, her husband will be like, we have this to buy in our house. Why don't you withdraw money from your account and use to buy all of this? To the extent we had to even report her to her family, to her sister, and all of that. Let's watch this clip and hear what she has to say.
Do you have a joint account?
No, I don't. No, I don't have joint account.
Okay, why do you think?
The reason why I don't like it, for my own experience, not that I have joint account with my husband, but I have my own account. My husband have his own account. Then I expose my account to my husband, and I have people in overseas. At times, my sister will say, "Buy me something." I will send the money. Then I will use my money to buy things. When my sister is bringing money, you will not bring, you add to it. You say, check if this money enter your account. Then I give my husband my account number. I say, please let me check it. We check it. I don't know that man is jealous of me. Okay. One certain time, he say he need money, he want to do foul business. Then I release money. One certain time, his senior brother, his senior sister came. He said that quarrel, me and my husband will have a misunderstanding. His senior sister said, hey, you have money, there is money in your account. There is money in your account and my brother is suffering. You have money in your account. Before you know it, everything crumble. I operate two accounts, service account and current account. It's like they use broom to sweep those two accounts. So that will make me not to have joint account with my husband. And anything I want to buy, not everything you woman want to buy, you allow a man to know whatever you need. So I can went to my account and withdraw money and do whatever I want to do with my money. I don't like to have joint account with my husband. Although there are some people that it works for, but with that experience, I will never.
Having watched that, you saw what the woman there had to say about her experience there. Ijoma, what do you have to say about this?
I mean, okay. It's a personal account, so I feel like the man has the right to go and touch her money. But that's the bad. I mean, joint account is for family. It's both of you. But when it's personal, why are you going to my account now? Why are you not working or what exactly?
Like, I don't understand. You now turn a monitoring spirit on top of my own sweat.
My own money.
My own money.
Excuse you.
She now has to say that she can't even, with that alone. I've not even opened a joint
If
account.
it is you, will you open a joint account? We should say I put that kind of character.
That is just it.
Exactly.
Open a joint account and you're monitoring the activities in my account.
Hello.
So if I now open a joint account with you, what will now happen?
You carry the money around.
So we also have another person that shared with us how she can't also open a joint account. Reasons being that the way men are in this our world of nowadays, that men, they will just, in the future, they might just wake up one morning and say that, it's like I've seen the lights. I'm going to marry someone else. That how will she even imagine that all her sweat, the man will now carry the whole money and marry a new wife? And she said she can't even venture into doing that. Let's hear from her.
The thing be say, joint account, nowadays African men now, the way the Nigeria don't even be safe. Before you come say you won't go do joint account, especially those when they come husband house new, I no advise them more. Because African man, then they think in their own thinking is a myopic thinking. So they know the meaning of joint account because of their African selfishness and the rest. So me I no expect any a woman may do joint account with her husband, you fit get your own account, your husband get your account. Your husband go know wetin dey your account, fine. You go know if your husband go gree make you even know the money wey dey in your account o. So for me, that joint account, I no advise anybody to do that joint account because of tomorrow's circumstances.
Ideally, it's supposed to be good, it's supposed to be a good idea, but things are happening in this country. Wives are no longer wives, husbands are no longer husbands. You can expect anything to happen. And if prevention, I don't know, I don't really know. That's because of the way things are, I don't think it's a good idea anymore. But ideally, if in a godly setting where the man fears God and the woman fears God, it's good. But because of the way things are now, a man can just decide to leave the home, get married to a wife outside, the wife won't know. So what happened in such a case? That's why I don't think it's a good idea anymore.
And we've heard what people out there said, especially the woman that said that she can't even venture into doing that.
I can't really blame her, shall I mean, everybody and their own mentality, no doubt. Yeah. But then, I mean, Nigeria, sometimes men can be something else. I'm not trying to make you like the whole guy is what men do. So, but then, she has seen what she has seen. So she knows she's seen that kind of thing. So that is on our own part. So
we also have case of a man that said, why not? He can actually open a joint account with his partner. Reasons being that they are married. So, and they love each other. So in that part, two actually is now one. So if they can't have a joint account, why are they married? He actually supported this, that he will actually open a joint account with his wife. Now let's hear his view.
Very important for both husband and wife to have same account so that there will be no suspect between us. Just like me and my wife, we have the same account. If I want to take anything, she will aware. If she want to take anything, let me aware. So very, very important. Very, very important, so that we will not misuse your cash. Maybe I tell my wife I want to buy a shoe now. I want to take from the money. You say, no, don't buy shoe. Hold on. We have other things to use the money for. Then I will now hold on. I cannot go there alone to take the money because it's a joint account.
We have not thought about it, but I don't think it's a bad thing to have a joint account. It's about trust. It's about understanding. That's the basic. Trust and understanding. There's nothing wrong about it. My wife has access to my account. She has my PIN code to my account. So asking for a joint account will not be a big deal. For those who do not support it, I think it's a foundational issue of understanding and trust. If they do have understanding and trust, I don't think it's a big deal, because I've heard of a lot of people with joint account. The husband ate the money, or they gave the wife cash in trust. The woman, embezzled the money or ran away with the money. It's an issue of trust and understanding.
Still on the joint account issue, we are having series of
arguments, people supporting people against it.
People not supporting this. So what do you have to say about this? Because we know we have series of experiences and all. Can you share with us?
It's a lot, no doubt. I mean, money is something that's very important. And money, when it gets to the human hands, it does things. People are greedy, people get extra, but then, trust has a huge part in this platform. Definitely. So, if you trust your partner to a very large extent, I don't see why you can't have an account for the family. Not for your personal, because personal is out of the business. But your family, that is the children, your plans for the future, education, all those things, clothes, you can put it. But a personal account, don't put it together.
Now let's take it from this angle. Can you actually have a joint account?
Yes, I can. Like I just said, family, that's why the joint account is there. Family, everything, future for the family.
You've heard all of
these
things happening nowadays.
Of course, it's unfortunate. Yes, no doubt. But like I said, we have the joint account for the family purposes. But I'll have personal accounts.
But I can't have a joint account.
And why is that, my darling?
My sister, I can't do that.
What happened?
It's not advisable, because it's good to be security conscious, Moving onwards now, we have we have a scenario whereby clergyman shared with us his own view from the biblical part now. He said, for the fact that he's a man of God and as a child of God, that he cannot see himself, he cannot see himself maybe doing something else in the future because he has God, he has the fear of God, so he cannot do otherwise. So for the fact that he's married with his wife, he cannot see himself doing something else to hurt her. So first he said that it should have that this joint account of a thing has to do with the thing of the heart. And that person, that you as a person, you have a whole lot to contribute to it. That first, if you don't trust yourself, don't even try to have a joint account with your partner, and both parties should have the sole rights to that account. You don't see a situation whereby you want to withdraw from that account. You don't let your partner.
When you say sole right,
know
actually, I
about
have
it.
heard of story. One person at the office said that his and his wife, he and my a joint account. His wife gets the alert for the joint account while he's with the ATM card. So he gets to withdraw, but she gets to find out how much to give in the account. You get what I'm saying? So that's what having a so they both contribute to the account.
Yeah, it works two-way.
Two ways. So he gets the ATM card. Very perfect. She gets the debit and the credit alert. So that's how you see both of them now. They can say, okay, there's trust, and they can both contribute to the account going on with the other. So that's just it.
So what about situations whereby you don't even have, because we also have an interview of someone that said her friend in this case now, that the way they operate that account, that the way they operated the account, it was just the husband that has the sole responsibility to that account. Whenever she wants to have access to that account, you'll be like, what do you want to use the money for?
You see?
And why do you think it's best for you to do this,
That
to
is why
withdraw
I
money
said,
from this account?
First of
So
all,
it became a problem.
it's a very huge risk. So you have account and then you don't have access to your account, joint account or joint. Please no, I have to have access to the account as well. But then, like I said, have your own personal account. But he should know about it.
Yeah.
But it's not only amount in the account, you get what I'm saying. But
My sister,
my dear,
I ain't gonna have a joint account.
so it's different account you will have.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
It's a
good.
different one. Personal account. He should know, he might know about what's happening in my own account, but I should have the full rights
To your own account.
to my account. It's very important.
Yeah.
Now let's watch this clip of what the clergyman had to say.
So my own observation, joint account is good when you're a real child of God, born again with your husband and wife. Otherwise, joint accounts, at times there's a lot of problems that comes along with it. You know, normally if a woman lack money, there are a lot of problems. And besides that, at times a man will have to have an upper hand concerning joint account than the woman. And maybe sometimes if a woman needs something to do, based on the joint account, but the husband will always influence the young man, the woman. And as such, if you look at it, it will not all go well. But if you are really born again, united, certainly, it will work successfully.
Yes, of course. Bible says what God have joined together, not man put asunder. A man shall leave his wife, shall leave his father, and his mother are cleave to his wife, and two shall be one. If you love your wife, biblically, you are supposed to have joint account. Is biblical, it's good. Yes. So if I choose to have it, I will have it. But many men will not want to do that because of their ways of life. But as a Christian, as a child of God, if your wife brings the idea, okay, honey, let us have joint account, it's good. I can have it.
Well, I must say we've heard everything that you said over there. Now, what's your take home
Okay,
for
the
our viewers out
clergyman,
there?
no doubt, talked about you being one and trusting yourself, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so that actually has a big part to play when it comes to money.
Yeah.
Can you trust her to save this amount, or then if you can, or then you can open a joint account as well. Me, so like I said, I'll open a joint account, have a personal account for myself. And he has to know about it. Honesty and trust is a
In
huge
all
responsibility.
honesty, do you believe that there's one thing about money? Like, you don't know a person's real character until
Give them money.
he or she have an encounter with money.
Has handled.
Handled what
Is
they
it-
call money.
Maybe a lot
Do you
of
understand?
money.
Because that is why I'll say that I don't joke with people when it comes to most especially friends,
Of course.
family, and not to talk about your spouse. Do you understand? So for me,
Okay.
I would say, in my own honest opinion, for that home to continue, the flow like that, I would always advise that everyone has their own separate account. And even if we are going to have a joint account, I think his money should be more, depending on the amount I earn.
Okay, of course, definitely. Yeah, but when it comes to marriage, it's a lot of sacrifice though. So joint account can be one of the sacrifices you have to make in marriage for it to work.
Okay.
So depending on what the couple was also.
It's really been an awesome one here. I must say that we've really dealt with this topic, joint account. So if you must have a joint account with your partner, endeavor to have signatory, that both of you should have signatory to that account. Because if both of you don't have a say to that account, my sister is gonna have an issue. So please do well to share with us in our comment section what you think about this. Would you have a joint account with your partner? You've been watching Relationship Gist on VOS TV, and I've been your host, Blessing Raji, and my colleague,
Ijama.
Until next week, bye.